one of the most lowest points in the history of the mighty Ducks Anaheim Ducks occurred in the span of 4 years and seasons. These 4 years and seasons, our team did well in dominating in the regular season of the NHL. But when it came to the Stanley Cup playoffs, things fell sideways. This was the 4-year Game 7 losing drought that to this day is still talked about among all Ducks fans. Starting in 2012-2013, the shortened season, our Anaheim Ducks finished the 2012-2013 season with 30 wins, 12 losses, 6 other losses, 66 points. In the Stanley Cup playoffs of that year and season, our Anaheim Ducks would lose to our sworn enemy and rival, Detroit, 4-3 in Game 7. A season later, in the 2013-2014 NHL season, our mighty Ducks Anaheim Ducks celebrating 20 years of Ducks hockey. The Ducks would finish their 20th anniversary season with 54 wins, 20 losses, 8 other losses, finishing a total of 116 points, breaking club records held in 2006 and 2007. Unfortunately, during the 2014 Stanley Cup playoffs, our Anaheim Ducks would fall to our hated enemy and rival, LA, in Game 7 in a 4-3 series loss in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. By the 2014-2015 NHL season, the Anaheim Ducks would finish the regular season of 2014-2015 with 51 wins, 24 losses, 7 other losses, and 109 points. Sadly enough, and frustrating enough, the Ducks would lose to Chicago 4-3 in Game 7, losing yet again another series in the Stanley Cup playoffs. By the 2015-2016 regular season, the Anaheim Ducks would finish their season with 46 wins, 25 losses, 11 other losses, and 103 points. And again, unfortunately, during the 2015-2016 Stanley Cup playoffs, the Anaheim Ducks would lose 4-3 to Nashville, losing a critical and yet again a Game 7 in a Stanley Cup playoff series. 4 playoff series, 4 Game 7 losses, spanning 4 years, 4 straight years in each season was more than just disappointing. It was a sting. It was shameful. All Ducks fans were watching that game of the series, Game 7, was hoping, expecting this supposed drought, losing skid would end. But it did not. The Ducks losing in these playoff series, being up 3-2, only to fall and lose control of the Stanley Cup playoff series that they were in, led to demands of accountability and removal of several personnel in the coaching ranks of the Anaheim Ducks and even in the front office personnel. One of the coaches that was relieved of his duties was then Ducks head coach Bruce Boudreau. Then Ducks general manager Bob Murray stayed on, leading to many to question why he was not let go. Like most of you, I was watching those games. And like most of you, I was hoping this team would snap out of this Game 7 4-year losing streak. It weighed heavily on all of us in each of the off seasons after this disappointment. It weighed heavily on many of the diehard Ducks fans, casual Ducks fans, and all Ducks fans within the Ducks fan base. Whether it be in the city of Anaheim, the Orange County, California, or everywhere. All of us ask this question. Many questions in the series of events. Why? How could this happen? How could this go wrong in such a way? It led to many debates, many heated ones on social media and on the Ducks message board, trying to find how could this go wrong when the team and the core group at that time were all ready and able and willing to go. But unfortunately, things didn't go that well. And something had to be done. Whether it be demanding certain players to be traded and certain coaches to be removed or fired. The Ducks' 4-year Game 7 losing skid led to the return of Randy Carlyle to the Anaheim Ducks. Basically bringing in a coach that many Ducks fans were not too thrilled upon. Others were accepting. Me, I was giving him a benefit of a doubt. But one thing that many of us know, and till this day talked about, is the talent and the experience and the battle ready of our team falls short each time when our mighty Ducks Anaheim Ducks were up 3-2. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4. When they had the series in their hands to finish off their rivals and enemies, especially facing LA, Chicago, Detroit, or the then upstart Nashville. In the annals of Mighty Ducks Anaheim Ducks history, the 4-year Game 7 losing drought, many of us, including myself, would look back on that as one of the lowest points, one of the worst moments in Ducks history, and for all Ducks fans who witnessed this demoralizing mess. The rosters we look at, we were hoping they will go further in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Yes, I'm an optimist, but we know that things were not right. If only there was communication, more push to get this team over a hump that they were having difficulty to deal with. For now, we look back upon this low point in Ducks history as kind of like not just a teachable moment, but one of those moments that we know, that we look at with disappointment and frustration as a missed opportunity for our team to reclaim the Stanley Cup and regain honor. Let it be known, and let it be known, that the Ducks' 4-year Game 7 losing skid serves as a reminder that the motivation, dedication, and the need for a Ducks head coach and a general manager must be needed to adjust and adapt to the ever-changing climate in the NHL.